So on Saturday, the Sacramento Kings had their first playoff game in like 1,000 years, and I got to go to it, and that was pretty cool. Now, regretfully, I've shot this all on my phone, besides this face cam footage, because there is no way in hell I would have been able to get an actual camera into the Golden One Center. I would have been killed immediately. So this is iPhone footage. I'm sorry in advance.
Yeah.
These might all be Kings fans.
Or Warriors.
Or Warriors fans.
Probably Warriors.
The ticket prices for this game were, for lack of a better term, dumbass expensive. And apparently it's the most expensive first-round playoff game in NBA history. So, I don't know, Kings fans go all out, I guess. As soon as we got to the arena, the energy was already apparent. It was insane. People were there was a huge crowd outside the arena. Everybody was chanting and shaking the cowbells and all that stuff. And as we got in and got to our seat, I noticed some of the players warming up, one of them being Steph Curry. And I thought for a second, because he was missing a little bit more than I would have thought Steph Curry would be, I was like, oh, maybe something's off. Maybe he's going to have an off night. And then he made like 4 half-court shots in a row, and that dream went down the drain. Everybody was in their seats by like 20 minutes before tip-off, and normally people don't even get to their seats before like the end of the first quarter. They're like, I gotta get my fucking gigantic hot dog, I gotta get my beer. But no, everybody was in their seats long before tip-off. As soon as the players ran onto the court, everybody was going nuts. And then when they actually did the official announcements, it was insane. I don't think the audio from my phone is going to do it justice, but it was painfully loud. Like my Apple Watch was like, hey, you're in a loud hearing damage level environment. You should like be careful. And I was like, fuck you, Apple Watch. I'm a Kings fan. I'm used to it. First half, the Kings played like shit, kind of. We were still hanging on. We weren't getting like smoked or anything, but there were so many times where I was like, how did we get here? How are we in the playoffs playing like this? But thankfully, the Warriors didn't go on some like insane scoring streak. I think the Kings were a little bit nervous. Obviously, it was an intense environment. The Warriors are a good team. Everybody was... That was the thing, too. Like, normally the vibe of the Kings games is like, oh, this is awesome. This is a fun time. We're excited. We hope we win. But this time it was like, this is exciting, but please don't fucking lose this game. I don't want to deal with Warriors fans being like, Warriors in 4. We're going to sweep them. And then Klay Thompson's like, I got 4 rings. 4 rings. He didn't pull that out this game, so that was cool. That was kind of him. It was a nervous and intense environment. People were like, okay, like, we love the Kings and we're confident, but the Warriors aren't dog shit, so, like, please don't lose this game, this first game, at home. And then at halftime, there was this cool drumming group. cool. It's one of the cooler halftime shows. Sometimes the halftime shows are fucking stupid, to be honest with you. But this was one of the cooler ones. And then I treated myself to an $11 coffee. So that was one of my dumber financial decisions. The third quarter, towards the end of it, the Kings kind of figured it out and like went on a bit of a run. The score was really close. I had a random celebrity sighting. I don't know why Dr. Disrespect was at the game, but okay. The fourth quarter was intense. It was back and forth the whole time. The refs were calling stupid shit on both sides. And it was all the way down to the last 3 seconds. Like, normally, if the Kings fans are like, oh yeah, we think we're going to win, there's like the light the beam chance, like, before the game is actually over. Nobody was doing that shit. Because with 2-point-something seconds left, we were only up by 3. And I don't know if you're familiar with Steph Curry's abilities, but 2-point-something seconds is like an eternity. So everybody was like ass clenched up until the final buzzer, and then Steph Curry shot a floater 3-pointer. Now other people are saying, why would he shoot that shot? He should have done this, and this. But I'm not going to say any of that because I'm not, what's the word, an NBA player, and neither of those people that are talking shit. So I really have no jurisdiction to say anything about his shot selection in that moment because I know I would have just fucking thrown it at the wrong basket probably. So I can't, I have no room to talk. But he missed, thankfully. And everyone went completely nuts. All in all, the beam was lit. It was a good day. It was a pretty much perfect game. It was intense the whole time. Their first playoff game in centuries. And they won. And I'm glad I went. It was cool. Hopefully the iPhone footage wasn't too intolerable. Have a good one.